Hey guys, what up? Total Control 871. Uh, Today's question is, do you live by your code? Uh, all of society and the world is filled with many different spiritual beliefs, many different religions. Um, but the question today is, do you live by your code? There are many people out there who only adopt their religious principles on a particular day of the week or a particular time of the year. Um, Hence the term reason for the season, catchphrases like that. Do you live by your code? Today's episode is also going to be something of a confessional. As you guys know, I am a huge Star Trek fan. More than just simply a Star Trek fan, I am an ardent admirer and I guess follower of Gene Roddenberry, his guiding principles. The Trek mythos is like a type of Bible, if you will. Um, so today I am here to talk about how, I guess, to use a Trek metaphor analogy, I failed my Starfleet entrance exam. I don't know how many Trekkies I got out there who know what I'm talking about. Star Trek Next Generation, Wesley Crusher goes off to take his Starfleet entrance exam with several other potential recruits. Anyway, as the episode went on, a lot of them nailed their technical questions like, you know, warp cores and stuff like that. And then it went into a lot of personal stuff of how the cadet would handle himself under pressure. Our instructor tells them that not every test will be announced, so they'll be tested at random. As I'm watching the episode, I could tell that what Wesley was doing as he was trying to save somebody from physical harm. There was a accident, and I knew as I was watching the episode for the first time that this was staged. This was part of his Starfleet entrance exam, and well, at the end of the episode, I felt that I was very confident that I too, were such a reality possible, I too could take Starfleet's entrance exam and ace it. But then real life happens, and suddenly I was brought down a few pegs. Apparently, I'm not as far along as I thought I was. As I worked in my life, many of you know I have a long work history, about 28 years, slaving away at the old anvil, hammering away 1 hour at the time. So as I was on one of my many jobs, end of the night, you get on the bus, a 502 bus, it's the mall bus, the last bus of the night. It's all filled with mall workers and stuff like that. So we're regulars on the bus, and we get to know each other. One particular guy, we turn out to be sci-fi fans, and of course, it doesn't take long for Star Trek to come up. And he himself was a Battlestar Galactica fan. So as our conversation went on, a type of friendly rivalry had come up, and he was insistent that the Battlestar Galactica cruiser. I'm not a Battlestar Galactica fan, so forgive me if I'm not using the correct terminology. But he was insisting that their warp speed was faster than Star Trek's Star Trek universe. I said, no, I don't think it is. Uh, so we went back and forth, tit for tat, and he gets onto the bus one particular night, and he is just armed for oral debate. He thought that he had me. And so because one of our last discussions was, well, exactly how fast does, I questioned him, how fast does your battle cruiser go? And he says, well, hold on, I got to go check online. So he did his check online, comes back a couple nights later. I guess he felt he was armed to the teeth to take me on. And of course, I have an encyclopedic knowledge of Star Trek's, well, not only their guiding principles, but also their technology. I did have around here somewhere the tech manual. I don't know what happened to my tech manual for the Galaxy class starship. NCC 1701D. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know. But anyway, the point is that I am definitely well versed on Star Trek technology, especially for the Galaxy class starship. If he really wanted to take me on, then I was willing to engage him. It became very evident very quickly that he and his Battlestar Galactica technology was completely outclassed. Now, I'm not going to get too deep into the whole technical issue because today's episode is not about technicality. In a way, I'm kind of happy that I couldn't find my Star Trek tech manual. There's really no need in me showing you all this as if I have something to prove. I mean, it's all science fiction, so the point is that when I went to make my case, he thought that he would be spiking the football, saying that the Battlestar Galactica cruiser could go at 60 times the speed of light, and I guess he was familiar with Star Trek's warp speeds, warp 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it goes up to like warp 9. So I guess he thought that, the Battlestar Galactica cruiser would be infinitely faster than the Star Trek mythos, the Star Trek universe. What he did not understand is that so much of Star Trek, it is based on real actual both physics and quantum physics. I will not bore you to tears with that. But his rinky-dinky 60 times the speed of light was absolute nothing to not even the Galaxy class. I mean, good Lord. I think Archer's Enterprise, the NX class, might go faster than that, although I don't exactly, not up to speed on there. I'm about to explain to you. In case for those of you who don't know, it's called a warp curve aperture. It involves a lot of science. The base science of it is real, although the actual application and end result, obviously, science fiction kicks in at some point. Warp 1 is 1 times the speed of light. Warp 2 is about 8 times the speed of light. It's a warp curve aperture. Again, I will not bore you to tears with that math. But warp 3 is 39 times the speed of light. When the Enterprise hits warp 9, it's going about 1,800 times the speed of light. So the Galaxy class starship, it tends to max out at just under 2,000 times the speed of light. I told this to my would-be sci-fi buddy, and he was absolutely crushed. In my own defense, he went to spike the football and ended up getting the football spiked on him. The point in me saying all this, because I really don't want to get caught up in the technical, is that I found myself punching down, as the saying goes. It became evident to me that that his hopes were kind of dashed away. Um, I should have seen this. If I'm so literate in the guiding principles of Gene Roddenberry, don't punch down. It's not about being right. I ended up missing an opportunity to have a friend. As the bus ride went on, he just suddenly went quiet and he didn't want to talk anymore. I didn't have a friend anymore. It's not about always being right. These are the guiding principles that Gene Roddenberry is trying to tell us. That right there probably could have been my Starfleet entrance exam. You know, we saw the other day Galloway Township Police employ diplomacy. They were actively trying their best to not put me in a cage, to not ruin my life. I can't speak for whether or not, how much of the pandemic they believe in or not. You know, I know they were saying that they agree with me. I don't know if that was just a negotiation tactic or not. I don't know. But today I just simply want to talk about the guiding principles of life. Being a good human. I don't think too many people are working very hard at that right now. People are storming the streets, ripping neighborhoods apart, setting torches to bear. Other people are carrying guns. The nation is tearing itself apart. Would you be able to pass the Starfleet entrance exam? I guess I'll leave that here. I don't want this to get too long. Thank you for indulging my 50-minute. I did not expect that to be that long yesterday, but I did not expect it to be that long, so I won't keep you too long today. Please try to be a good human, whether you have a badge or whether you don't. As you fight for your civil rights, remember, emphasis on the word civil. Be a good human. Respect the rights of others. Remember, whatever sustains you, whatever God you believe in or don't believe in, most of our world religions try and tell us to be good people. Try to be good humans. Try to be good people. That's it. Total Control 871.